Question C. For a certain experiment, the following events are defined. M has got the options of A, B, C, D, E. N has got the options of F, G, and H. The probability of M happening is 1 over 3. The question 1 says calculate the number of items or the number of possibilities for this sample for S. So what you've been doing before is you used to answer the question that says S is equal to possibilities, and we close it. Now if we did this, we would then say between A all the way to H as the sample possibilities. But to answer this question, we have to take this probability of M into account first. So you'll see that actually S has got more options available than what is on the screen. So let's answer question number 1, in which we are first going to do the probability of M happens when we're looking at favorable over possible. Now, another way of writing this is going to say the number of items possible for M, or the number of options in M, over the number of options in S. That is more accurate than this. So the probability of M happening is NM over NS. Now they are telling us that this is actually equal to 1 over 3. They're telling me PM is 1 over 3, and all of this in between I've inserted as things that I know to be true. So I want to know what is NS, yes. So the question is, what is the number of options in S? Can the number of options be 3? If I look at M alone, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's not going to work for me because it can't be less than 5. So what I'm going to do is I am going to multiply. I'm going to take this M value. I know that M is supposed to be 5. So I'm going to multiply the numerator by 5. And I do the same with the denominator. And I get an answer of 5 over 15. What this means now is that I can go ahead and I can extract my NS as being 15. So the answer to this question is going to be the number of options in the sample is 15. That's how we answer question number 1. Now, if we go back to the first statement I made over here, you'll see that we've got 5 in the top and 3 at the bottom, which makes 8. Which, if I use this method, I would have said that there are only 8 options in the sample range, which is inaccurate. There are actually 15 options. Question number 2 is asking me, what is the probability of N happening? So I know that the probability is going to be favorable over possible, but let's write it in the new format. So I'm going to say the number of options in category N over the number of options in the entire sample range is going to be equal to what? This is unknown. In my fraction, I have a denominator. I just calculated it here. NS is equal to 15. So I want a number that is going to be equal to a denominator 15. Now let's have a look. I'm going to go back to my N category and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So my options in N is going to be 3 and my denominator is 15. This is correct, but it's not as simple as it gets. So let's simplify. I am going to divide by 3 on both sides. So divide by 3 and this side divide by 3. This then gives me a fraction, a simplified fraction of 1 over 5. So the probability of N happening is 1 over 5. And as we know, 1 over 5 is simplified further 0.2 or 20%, or unlikely. Let's do the last question here. Question number 3 is asking me, they're saying that what is NX? The question is, what is the number of options in N, in X? If the probability of x is 0,4. So let's do that one. We're going to say probability of x happening is 0,4, but I want to work with fractions instead. So 0,4, you can put it in your calculator and it will tell you the fraction. Or if we do this the long way, I'm going to say this is actually 4/10, which simplifies to 2/5. Okay, because it's one decimal place, it is a tenth. So it's 4/10. Okay, so now that I know that the probability of x is 2/5, I also know the probability of x is going to be nx over ns. Now I'm saying that 2/5 should be ns and nx. When I go back to my ns, I want this number to be equal to 15, right? But it's 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 3 at the bottom, and I'm going to do the same at the top, multiply by 3 in order to make the denominator 15. So I'm going to say that's equal to a denominator 15. 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, I now know that the probability, or the answer for nx, is going to be 6. And this is true because the bottom matches the ns that I calculated before. So to answer the question, the number of items in x is 6.